What we have lined up for you this week. 30 POK residents killed as their overcrowded boat capsized off the coast of Greece. Government Sea Diet program changes youth lives in several districts of Jammu and Kashmir. Kahat organizes painting and art exhibition in Srinagar. And in our special section of Incredible India, we will take you to see how the country celebrated the 9th International Yoga Day. In absence of employment and no future prospects in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, the young individuals are compelled to leave their homes. Their search for better life and employment takes them on an arduous journey to a foreign land. This journey on an overcrowded boat in the high seas often proves fatal. In one such tragic incident, 28 Kashmiris hailing from Quetta town of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir were killed and many were reported missing, as their overcrowded boat en route to Greece capsized miles away off the coast. We have a report.
Out of around 300 Pakistani nationals who were killed in the tragic incident, where a boat carrying around 800 people capsized off the coast of Greece, 28 Kashmiris hailing from a Quetta town in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir region were also found dead. These men, who were reportedly frustrated with the scarcity of employment and the absence of other opportunities and facilities in the region, had fled their homes. Muhammad Ayub, a construction worker, said his brother Yasin had borrowed money to pay an agent to reach Europe.
इधर न कोई फैक्ट्री लगाता है न कोई कारोबार करता, बेरोजगारी है ते लिहाजा फिर हर बंदा जड़ा न पंजाब की तरफ रुख करता है। कोई बाहर भी इसलिए हालात खराब भी हैं, तो कोई भागते हैं इधर से लोग, भाई चलो कोई बाहर जाए, कोई मेहनत मजदूरी करे।
Ayub was among dozens of people who waited for hours crammed at the Quetta town's hospital for the DNA sampling, including Muhammad Aslam, who was hoping that giving his DNA would help find answers about his son. Aslam said his 26-year-old son Sajid Aslam had sent him a voice message on June 8 saying he was sitting in the ship, but his voice told me he was worried.
घबराए हुए थे, इसलिए घबराए हुए थे कि वो 1-1 महीना को 6-6 महीने वाले आदमी भी इकट्ठे हो गए हैं, तो उनको वहाँ खाना का बंदोबस्त नहीं था, पीने का बंदोबस्त नहीं है, गर्मी में रखा हुआ था, इस तरह के वो सताए हुए थे। अगर बीमार हो जाता है उसके लिए मेडिकल नहीं थी।
The town in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is known for people going to Europe to try to earn a better living. Hamid Iqbal Bhatti had prospered over 2 decades working in Saudi Arabia, but after returning to Pakistan 3 years ago, he was getting desperate. The economy had suffered in the pandemic and his restaurant business closed. With work avenues drying up and sky-high inflation blowing a hole in his budget, the 47-year-old Hamid Iqbal Bhatti cobbled together $7,600 for a trafficker to smuggle him into Europe, where he hoped to rebuild life.
खुशहाल कौन अपने घर से निकलता है कि जो एक टाइम था इन बच्चों को जो मुंह से निकालते थे, जो पहनने को इनका दिल करता था, खाने को दिल करता था, वो सब कुछ प्रोवाइड करते थे। लेकिन ये 3 साल से जो दिन ब दिन तो उनके लिए ज़हनी परेशानी भी बना हुआ था कि कल क्या होगा हमारा।
These incidents have triggered both gloom and anger in the region. Kashmiri activists have blamed both Pakistani as well as local authorities for creating a situation where the youth of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir are compelled to leave their homes in search of greener pastures.
About 30 young men come from the same village near Kuirata in Kotli. They were cousins, they were brothers, they were friends who had in desperation made this attempt to escape poverty, destitute, lack of job opportunity, lack of any sort of opportunity in Pakistani occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and were heading for a better future towards Europe. Well, their better future hopes were drowned along with them.
Pakistan has held this region for over 7 decades, but the residents of this part of Kashmir never feel integral to Pakistani identity. In fact, they have time and again demanded freedom from Pakistani clutches. Kashmiris say Pakistan has only meted out atrocities on them and have deprived them of the majority of fundamental rights and basic services. In such a situation, they don't have an option but to flee their homeland. They are forced to evade authorities and rely on dangerous paths. They often rely on the guidance of skilled smugglers. While some of them manage to reach their destinations, others meet a fate like the boat capsizing tragedy.
We are treated as a colony. Pakistani occupied Jammu, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan are treated as a colony. Therefore, there are no factories, there is no industry, there are no jobs, there are no opportunities, there are no skill enhancing projects, campaigns. Therefore, the young generation of Pakistani occupied Jammu and Kashmir have no future in their own motherland. And in desperation and destitute, they take these drastic steps.
Pakistan's policies vis-a-vis illegally occupied regions have been laced with discrimination. While the region is responsible for meeting a large chunk of the energy needs of the country, the people of the region, who should have prerogative over the resources, barely receive anything in return. A lackluster job landscape in POK, further troubled by Pakistan's perennially unstable political and security situation, has compelled youth to pack their bags and flee their homeland. Disillusioned by the POK's political class, they are willingly navigating the illegal path that is fraught with both challenges and dangers. The crippling economic situation in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is expected to force more people to leave for greener pastures through illegal means.
Moving on. Time and again, the Government of India has brought in a number of welfare schemes and scholarship programs for the youth development. Focusing on the same goal, the government has introduced CDITE or Center for District Youth Training and Empowerment programs for the youth of several districts of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The training program is not only encouraging the youth of Kashmir to join security forces, but also providing them training to excel in several other fields of their choice. Let's have a look. Joining the security forces has always been a distant dream for many in rural and far-flung areas of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. To make this dream a reality for the youth, the government has introduced Center for District Youth Training and Empowerment or CDITE in several districts of Jammu and Kashmir. Under CDITE, both physical and academic training are given to the youths irrespective of their gender for the various armed force recruitments.
ये इनिशिएटिव जो है इसको हम सी डाइट बोलते हैं, सेंटर फॉर डिस्ट्रिक्ट यूथ ट्रेनिंग एंड एम्पावरमेंट। ये इसकी शुरुआत जब हुई थी करीब 6-7 साल पहले, ये सिर्फ बॉर्डर एरियाज़ में था। अब एक्सपैंड करके हम पूरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में ये सेंटर्स चलाते हैं। शुरू में फ़िज़िकल ट्रेनिंग दी जाती थी ताकि जो भी सर्विसेज की सिलेक्शन है उसमें बच्चे ट्रेनिंग अच्छी उनको ट्रेनिंग मिले ताकि भर्ती हो पाए। अब एकेडमिक ट्रेनिंग भी दी जाती है और सिलेक्शन रेट बहुत अच्छा है। पर इसके अलावा सिर्फ एक भर्ती के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से नहीं, पर मैं वैसे भी कहूँगी कि एक बहुत अच्छा एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिल रहा है कि यूथ अपनी जो एनर्जी है उसको पॉजिटिवली चैनलाइज करे और इंस्टेड ऑफ आजकल कभी ड्रग्स के इश्यूज रहते हैं, इन सब टाइप की चीज़ों से दूर रहते हैं, तो ये एक बहुत अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है उस हिसाब से भी। स्पेशली जेके पुलिस में काफ़ी बॉर्डर बटालियंस में गर्ल्स की भर्ती होती है तो उनको बहुत अच्छा मौका मिलता है।
The 3-month-long Sea Diet program has garnered many accolades so far due to its high success rate. More than 7,000 candidates have been trained so far, out of which around 700 have majorly recruited to the paramilitary and other border security forces. The authorities, regardless of their gender and religion, train and educate the candidates. The candidates too, with great enthusiasm, are participating in large numbers.
ये कॉन्सेप्ट लिया गया था पंजाब से और ये डिस्ट्रिक्ट जम्मू के अंदर तब के जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट डेवलपमेंट कमिश्नर थे सिमरनदीप सिंह, उनके पास जो फंड्स थे कुछ स्किल डेवलपमेंट के, उनके माइंड में आइडिया आया कि क्यों ना बॉर्डर के यूथ को जो एक ही दिमाग में आइडिया लेके चलते हैं कि हम आर्म्ड फोर्सेस को ज्वाइन करेंगे, तो उन्हीं के डोर स्टेप पे कुछ ऐसी फैसिलिटी दी जाए ताकि उनका मेंटल, फिजिकल, ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट हो सके और बच्चा जो है अपनी एनर्जीज को राइट डायरेक्शन में यूज़ कर सके। हमारे यहाँ पे कोई 7,000 के करीब बच्चों ने ट्रेनिंग ली है और उसमें 700 के करीब बच्चे जो हैं डिफरेंट मेजरली आर्मी और पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस में उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया है। इसके साथ साथ जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस, एसएससी का जो जीडी का 10th बेस एग्ज़ाम होता है उसमें भी हमारे बच्चे पैरामिलिट्री में सीआईएसएफ हो गया, बीएसएफ हो गया, सीआरपीएफ हो गया, सभी फोर्सेस को तकरीबन उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया है। और अभी हाल ही में हमने इसका थोड़ा सा स्कोप वाइड किया है ताकि बच्चे जो हैं अदर कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में भी जा सकें।
It is not wrong to say that the Youth Empowerment Training Program in collaboration with the Mission Youth has proven to be a life changer for many young aspirants. The training programs are not only preparing them academically but also adding value to their lives. The youth is getting a way to channel their energy in a positive manner.
फर्स्ट बैच शुरू हुआ जो 1 मई से शुरू हुआ इसी 2023 को और इसका लास्ट है जुलाई 29 तक ये पहला बैच चलेगा साहब। और इसमें हम ट्रेनिंग देते हैं सर, जो सुबह आते ही पीटी का पीरियड लेते हैं, वार्म अप एक्सरसाइज, 1600 मीटर रनिंग, उसके बाद एक्सरसाइज, फिर बच्चे की एकेडमी की क्लास लगती है, उसके बाद गेम्स करवाते हैं और उसके बाद एकेडमी जो राष्ट्रीय गान और फिर छोड़ देते हैं। सारे जो 25-26 दिन हो गया इसमें जब फर्स्ट दिन ही आते हुए इनका फिजिकल टेस्ट लिया गया था। जो बच्चों का टाइम था 9.5 मिनट से लेकर 1600 मीटर का लड़कों का और उससे अबव भी था, और लड़कियों का 12 से यानी 11.5 और 12 से अबव था। और फिर जो वीकली टेस्ट हुआ फर्स्टली उसमें यानी कि वही बच्चे यानी कि जो है 2 मिनट, 2.5 मिनट और बीच में 3 मिनट भी क्लोज हुआ।
और फर्स्ट मई को आए थे, अब सब 20-22 दिन में बहुत ज़्यादा चेंजेस आ गए हैं, हमारी फिजिकली और मेंटली स्ट्रांग हो चुके हैं। और सर जो हमारा शेड्यूल है, एक टाइम टेबल है, वो बहुत ही अच्छा बन गया है। सुबह जल्दी उठना है, फिजिकली फिट रहते हैं। मेन है सर ब्रेन है जो हमारा, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक्टिव हो जाता है और पूरा दिन फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज करके बच्चे एक्टिव रहते हैं, दौड़ने में, खेलने में, ब्रेन पढ़ने में।
Since the abrogation of Article 370, the government has rolled out more schemes and training programs for the development of youth in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. A focused approach is being followed by the government for the development of youth and the region. The government is actively endeavouring to reach every nook and corner of Jammu and Kashmir with their development schemes and programs such as Seedite. It's been said that art has the ability to express things that words fail to. Celebrating the spirit of art, an art exhibition was recently organized in Srinagar city of Jammu and Kashmir by the Kala Bhavna alumni from Himalayan terrain, showcasing a variety of artworks by a number of young artists. The exhibition was attended by artists, students and art lovers. Take a look.
Youngsters in Jammu and Kashmir are ditching their laptops and mobile phones and have started picking up paint brushes to pursue art and embrace their creativity. A number of art exhibitions and events are organized in various districts of the Union Territory for providing a platform to young artists for showcasing their artworks. Recently, the Kala Bhavna alumni of Himalayan terrain organized a painting and art exhibition in Srinagar where artworks of different artists were put at display.
I am here acting as a coordinator of J&K, the students of J&K who were the alumni of Shantiniketan. So we have around 20 students here, almost around 20 students whose work you will get to see here. And it's interesting to see this work in this perspective, what Professor Ghosh said, like in this perspective of trying to, map this landscape, right? And then see, since it is growing right now, it's in a very elusive form. We cannot have any definite, we cannot conceptualize it. It's in the very burgeoning form. So, but I have this hope that this will grow into a very significant and very important collective in future by, associating more alumni that, come in future.
I did my bachelor degree in painting, then my master's in printmaking, and my PhD also in printmaking. So, and I love to collaborate with artists of different regions. And it's a great opportunity for me that I came to Jammu and Kashmir, especially the Srinagar, for this show and meet a lot of friends here.
Organized in collaboration with the Gayur Art Foundation, the exhibition featured an array of artworks including oil color paintings, watercolor paintings, mixed media paintings and more. Many artists showcased their artworks which were inspired by the natural beauty of Himalayan region, incorporating elements of landscape, flora and fauna and traditional cultural motifs into their pieces. Various visitors who attended the event appreciated the opportunity to view and purchase unique, high-quality artworks of various artists.
As a student, for us, it's like a heaven. यहाँ पे हमें कंपोजिशन जो होता है हमारे लिए वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है सीखना एक बच्चे के लिए. डिफिकल्ट इन द सेंस आइडिया नहीं आता जल्दी बच्चे को कि क्या करना है, कैसे करना है. और यहाँ देखने के बाद ये सारे काम, वो आइडिया मान लो सारा आ जाता है बंदे के पास कि कैसे अप्रोच करना है, हम किस किस मीडियम में काम कर सकते हैं. सो एवरीथिंग क्लियर हो जाता है. तो उस हिसाब से यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा है ये. And it's kind of appreciating. और यहाँ पे space भी बहुत अच्छा है.
I have got a chance to present a historical event in front of my viewers, in front of my people here. So it's an eye-opener. So I got the message that Khat is a group who are celebrating the 100 years of Shantiniketan. The coordinator of this program, like J&K section, Dr. Wasim Mushtaq and Mr. Surpal Saracha, they approached me. So when I saw the concept, so it was never like, I can't say no. So finally we gave it a thought. It took us a lot of time. So finally it's now here. देखिए अभी तक जो होता था स्टूडेंट एक कन्फाइंड होता था यहाँ के आर्टिस्ट के यहाँ से आर्ट सिनेरियो. So if we have like the artworks from the 8-9 states. So different states have a different concept, different artists have a different thought. There's a mixture of techniques, of thoughts, and the way of doing art. So our students have got an opportunity. So what are the possibilities different, which were not in their mind? So how we can explore our talent?
Kahat or the Kala Bhavna alumni of Himalayan terrain is a community of artists and art lovers who strive to support and promote the arts in the Himalayan region. They also did events to serve as an important platform for showcasing the rich cultural heritage and artistic talent of the area. The exhibition gave experience and exposure to many local artists in Kashmir who visit this exhibition.
Of the many things that India has blessed the world with, the gift of yoga is the most valuable of all. An ancient practice that connects the body, breath and the mind, yoga involves use of physical postures, breathing exercises and meditation that are helpful in improving overall health of an individual. Recognizing its universal appeal, the United Nations proclaimed 21 June as the International Day of Yoga. Let's take a look at how Yoga Day was observed in India and world over this year.
International Day of Yoga is celebrated every year on 21st June around the world. It serves as a global platform to raise awareness about the various benefits of yoga. The idea of observing International Yoga Day was first proposed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during a speech at the United Nations General Assembly in 2014. This year, the global celebration of International Yoga Day was led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at United Nations headquarters. The theme of Yoga Day this year was Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is yoga for the welfare of all. The theme very well expresses the spirit of yoga, which unites and takes everyone along. The day was celebrated with much enthusiasm in different parts of the country.
I'm feeling very proud that I'm in Kashmir and I'm practicing yoga because it's a very vital role. It plays a very vital role in our life because it improves our mental health, physical postures, our breath and mind, and it's very good for health to do yoga every day.
Observing Yoga Day on higher altitudes and rocky terrains, the Indian Army performed yoga asanas at the Pangong Tso in Ladakh. Similar scenes were observed in Sikkim, where the army personnel performed yoga, marking the 9th anniversary of the occasion. Meanwhile, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh performed yoga along with the Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral R. Hari Kumar, on board INS Vikrant. He mentioned that yoga is not just a few asanas, but is related to karma, janana and bhakti.
मुझे अत्यधिक प्रसन्नता है कि मुझे आज इस अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योगा दिवस के अवसर पर इंडिजिनस एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर INS विक्रांत पर आप सभी मित्रों के साथ बैठकर योगा करने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है। साथियों, आज सिर्फ भारत में ही नहीं बल्कि पूरी दुनिया में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस को बेहद उत्साह के साथ मनाया जाता है।
In Botad city of Gujarat, citizens performed a variety of asanas on boats, displaying flexibility and resilience. In Rajkot city, citizens gathered together for performing water yoga by doing asanas in swimming pool. Also known as aqua yoga, the exercise is helpful in enhancing the potential of joint movements, healing insomnia and soothing the nervous system.
सभी ग्राउंड पे तो करते हैं, पर हमने पानी में किया। आज विश्व योगा दिन है 21 जून, तो पानी में हम लोग 20-25 दिनों से प्रैक्टिस तो कर ही रहे थे और आज हमने सभी ने यहाँ पे अलग अलग योगा किए, अलग अलग आसन किए पानी में और बहुत अच्छा भी लगता है ये पानी में।
In Mumbai city of Maharashtra, citizens performed yoga on a local train, thus raising awareness about the numerous benefits of the practice. Meanwhile, in Raipur city of Chhattisgarh, a group of specially abled performed yoga in a stretch under a makeshift tent. The group flexed their bodies and hands to different yoga asanas as instructed by their trainer.
दिव्यांगों के लिए भी ये फिजिकल एक्टिविटी खासकर योग वगैरह बहुत जरूरी होता है, क्योंकि हमारे पास और बहुत कुछ मूवमेंट का बहुत एक्सरसाइज करने के तरीके नहीं होते। तो योग एक बहुत अच्छा साधन है स्वस्थ रहने के लिए। तो हम हर साल कोशिश करते हैं कि हम कुछ ना कुछ अलग करें, जिससे कि ये अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस में कि ये मैसेज दे सके कि दिव्यांग होते हुए भी आप योग भी कर सकते हैं, आप खेल सकते हैं, आप वो सब कुछ कर सकते हैं जो एक सामान्य आदमी कर सकता है। तो इसी वजह से हम पिछले साल हमने 21 जून को लद्दाख में पेंगोंग लेक पे जाकर के योगा किया था, और इस साल हम लोग यहाँ छत्तीसगढ़ पे। तो हमारी कोशिश रहती है कि हर साल योग दिवस में हम कुछ ना कुछ अलग करें।
The International Yoga Day is observed with great enthusiasm not only in India but all over the world. It is a matter of great pride for India as a nation that the world is acknowledging and adapting India's culture, lifestyle and practices.
That's all we have for you in this week's episode. Goodbye and take care.